So we're here, back at the All-In Race Cars, and there's been a little bit more progress on the car, and I spent a lot of money, and so everything is going forward, and hopefully the car is going to be painted before New Year. So we got 2.5 months from now, give or take, and I really hope it's going to be painted and hopefully assembled before New Year's. So that's good. It's mostly minor jobs missing, but a lot of minor jobs, and things just take time, like running brake lines and whatever, and we haven't even touched wiring yet, but I know the guy that's gonna do wiring, he doesn't need sleep. He's a machine, so he works nights all the time. He has a kid, so basically he's used to working with no sleep at all, so he's gonna be working nights. It's gonna be great. So but what the stuff that has been happening is we got the harnesses in, some Simpson racing harnesses, and we made a nice plate for all the electronic stuff, and as you can see, it's a Megasquid Pro engine management and the power box and some extra stuff for the CAN bus network and the main relay and all that stuff. And we're gonna put a plate so you can rest your foot, not on the plate with the electronics, but rest it so when people are sitting like scared next to the car, getting a ride and fearing for their life, they're not gonna be pushing on the electric stuff with their foot. So it's a minor detail. And up here we're gonna have I'm gonna have a tablet as an electronic dash that's gonna be running over Bluetooth with RPM and whatever information we need. That's actually a pretty cool feature, because that means you can have a guy, if you wanted to, you can have a guy standing outside the car on the same Bluetooth network, checking the car if there's a problem or whatever. Just, main things, but I don't think we're going to use that feature, but it's a possibility. So in theory, you could have a crew chief standing outside the car looking at the whatever. That's it from the inside of the car. It's actually pretty much done inside wise. Of course, we're gonna put some fluffy interior in it, and leather and Alcantara and 2-color interior, and maybe not. Oh yeah, and it's actually done. Let's see if we can get out with one hand. That was pretty easy. It's a lot easier when the car is up on jacks. When it's gonna be on the ground, it's gonna be harder. I think here in the trunk we have the engines for the windows. We're gonna have electrical windows in it because it's a street car. So you're actually gonna. It's actually pretty cool, because when you do a burnout, instead you have to have a guy come running out and open the door. You can just get the windows down before the guy reaches you. So that's. And when you're cruising on the street, we can actually get some nice air. And the guys have been doing steering. So now you can actually turn the wheels and drive the car. In theory, you could drive the car, and the brake lines are in with the line lock. And I think most of the windows are done. I think they need to do the windshield and the rear window, something like that. I think that this is the markups, and gonna cut it. And unfortunately, the axles was cut at the wrong length, but they've been shortened. Luckily they were too long, so they shortened the axles, so we could actually fit the 15-inch wheel, because we want to put the 16-inch wheels on it. So, well, besides that, nothing new under the sun. I think in this week the cooler and the intercooler is gonna be home, and gonna be back, and they're gonna be fitted, and they're gonna make the piping for that. We need to do some mock-up for the fuel system, get the mechanical fuel pump on. That's basically it. So when most of that stuff is done, we're gonna get the axles on and some tinkering in the back. And when that is done, it's actually ready for paint, I think. So paint soon. And can you get the color? It's gonna be brick red. So that's it for this time, and subscribe or tell your friends about it, or do whatever, and tune in next time, and hopefully it's gonna be well, I hope the next video in a couple of weeks, in a month, I think it's gonna be in a month, it's gonna be fabrication done, ready for paint, and well, then it's assembly time, and we're gonna spew out a lot of videos about the car when we're assembling and tuning, and this whole process is gonna be a little bit more in look, because I'm gonna be a lot more involved, so that means I can do a lot more filming, and when that's done, it's I actually have a race car, and hopefully in May or something, it's gonna be on the streets or on the track or wherever it's gonna be, and it's gonna be ready to race. I hope. You never know, but yeah. Hopefully I don't run out of money before that has happened. But that's it. So tune in next time and have fun.